What's going on, guys? Today we're discussing the adverse effects of skill-based matchmaking and how that factors into how well you could possibly enjoy this game. Campaign and zombies aside, the multiplayer for Modern Warfare 3 isn't all that bad when you put it next to Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. I'd argue this only because the map layout and flow of Modern Warfare 2 was extremely and unpredictably hit or miss, whereas even if you don't recognize some of these returning maps, you get a sense of the pacing and flow inside of fan favorite map rotations that previously were idolized by the community. Keyword previously, meaning I understand they were a hit during Modern Warfare 2 2009 inside of that era's pacing and flow. Currently, there's something to be blatantly said about the skill-based matchmaking in this game. I feel it's just been pushed over the top, and newer players that have a decent skill set are going to be extremely turned off by this game. Veteran players don't seem to care that much, despite a heavy influence on the "this game sucks" train, because, well, they're still playing it. I think the player base is a lot more divided on this subject than you might think. For example, almost all of the videos suggested around Modern Warfare 3 have something to do with the game sucking. However, a lot of people I've played with thoroughly enjoyed grinding through games despite each game hosting at least one asshole sniping from the back of the map. They probably understand that this is exactly what people did 10 years ago. However, something that didn't happen at the frequency it does now is getting spawn fucked. Excuse my lingo. They want this game to be faster paced and smooth, but there needed to be a break from 24/7 shipment like games. I mean, holy shit, was that ridiculous. So to balance out the pacing, you spawn consistently where you previously spawned, usually located in the intro spawn. You'd think there would be a buffer in the time between you getting killed again since you're perceiving a reset, but that's not always the case. It is definitely not the case as you rise in skill-based matchmaking. It's sort of breaking down what Call of Duty used to be and turning it into a slot machine, turning gamers into gamblers. You put a coin in and you're wagering that you'll have a good match, which should be just fine, except Activision is the house, and the house always wins. They're practically attempting to give out your wins to every other spin. Obviously, your own skill determines how functional this system works, but it's pretty damn good. So back to what I said about veteran players not seeming to care, I think they subconsciously are aware that every other game is going to be a test of their mettle, and some are okay with that, but it takes away from playing ranked for competitive skill sets, and takes away from casual for a casual fucking game. You have to wait for your third or fourth match of the day just to have a casual game. I don't like playing through a match that I did exceptionally well on just for these two following thoughts. Damn, did I really do that bad in my previous games to be put into this lobby? Damn, I don't even want to know how hard I am going to hit the wall with my controller next game. It's difficult to take a solid stance on this because to some degree, skill-based matchmaking can be beneficial. I don't know exactly how their system variables work, but if it's programmed to leave you hanging dry for one match, so that your KD will be better matched towards you having the upper hand in the next game and feeling successful, there's a populace of gamers that probably prefer to play that way. Winning every game does make things boring. Same with losing. That would be frustrating. But for many, the frustration of being handed each of their losses, let alone their wins, is undermining any reason they'd want to be playing competitively. Something more to be said about what's making this system more painstakingly annoying is the armory unlocks, which I'll cover in one of my next videos. The armory unlock system is where you complete daily challenges to unlock a new weapon, perk, or aftermarket parts. You've only got 3 challenges in a day, and there's a bonus for winning games. If not entirely coincident with the skill-based matchmaking system, it's still suspicious. I've been seeing players reverse boosting just to show off how ridiculous the SBMM in this game is, but videos like that are to be taken with a grain of salt. Of course, it looks silly to watch players that don't perform well get teabagged for 20 seconds before spinning around to find a barrel to their head, but if you play competitively, I assume you don't open the game saying, I hope I get my shit wrecked. That isn't going to be happening in your lobby. And FYI, outside of entertainment purposes, it is not worth it to tank your stats just to be put into lower level lobbies. I mean, what are you going to do now? Up your KD? And then what? You're not staying in the low stat lobbies after you get your next positive KD match. I'm also really curious as to what newer players of this franchise think of Modern Warfare 3. I could see people that played Modern Warfare 2019 disliking both Modern Warfare 2 and 3, as 2019 was a fresh reboot on a new engine and had a compelling campaign alongside an exciting multiplayer. Whereas players of the past decade have been on a crazy roller coaster. We went from COD Ghost Honey Badger Edition to interdimensional space fuckage, and then back to shitting our britches in the horrifying trenches of World War II. And there's a lot that went on in between those sets of games, but anyways. For the record, I personally enjoyed Advanced Warfare outside of its introduction to pay-to-win microtransactions. LOL. Well guys, thanks for tuning in, and leave your thoughts below on the skill-based matchmaking system in this game, and if you think it's worse than the previous reboots or worse than Cold War. Let's just be sure to talk about what's bothering us, because life is a planet. Peace.